Hey man, how you doing? Is that electric? Awesome. And there you go, there's a burned out truck. That's how far we've come up from down in there. That's not my house. I'm just at Jordan Springs visiting a friend who lives up there somewhere, and that's the exit to the car park, and you have to run over that little plate there the other side of the door to get out. But this is sunny Jordan Springs, right near my house. So I thought what this afternoon I would do is just go for a ride around my local loop, as I call it. Basically go up to Currajong along Blackslands Ridge, and back down a bit of the Putty Road and home. So I thought I'd take you along on this ride because it's one I do all the time. It's quite nice. Hey man, how you doing? Is that electric? Awesome. How good is that? It's a little electric bike. Wow, that's really cool. Well, that's something you don't see every day. That is certainly a piece of kit, that thing. Anyway. Why are we on the brakes? Oh, I see. We're going to go and buy a car parked at the side of the road. All right. Well done. You do that, I'll go this way. So there you go, I'm literally 8 minutes and 25 seconds away from Jordan Springs, which is basically my place anyway. It's like 3 minutes from there to my house. And I'm in kind of rural riding territory, so you know, very, very lucky to live where I do, I reckon, to be able to come out and just get on some roads like this in kind of 8 minutes. Now I normally go straight ahead here, but I'm going to go left and go up around Castlereagh. There's an old cemetery up there. There's a grave in there called Sarah's grave, and it's a bit of a local legend. I'll put a link in the description of this video to Sarah's grave. Yeah, so this is Church Lane, which goes up into Castlereagh. Very big nursery there. It's quite a good one. If you're into plants and stuff, as I am a bit, don't mind going there and just actually having a walk around. It's nice in there. So these are quite big and expensive properties up here. I think there's a few doctors and stuff that work in Penrith live up here. There's a horse, my horse. At that house. Wow. Anyway, this is Castlereagh Cemetery. Ah, it's open too. Good. I might go in and have a quick look. So yeah, there's graves in here from the First Fleet. Castlereagh Burial Ground. All right, back in a sec. Yeah, all right, so this is Castlereagh Burial Ground. So some of these graves and some of the old tombs in here, there's an old tomb over there somewhere if I can find it, are actually from First Fleet times, and direct descendants of the First Fleet, which represents colonial settlement in Australia. Anyway, up in here is Sarah's grave, so we'll go and find that. Right, so this is Sarah's grave, 1838. Sarah Simpson. I'm not sure you can see that because it's kind of weathered now, but yeah, Sarah Simpson. So basically, in short, the story of Sarah Simpson is that she was killed by a group of young men. I think, I'll have to reread it, but I'll put a link in the description, as I said, but I think for having children out of wedlock. And now the legend is that if you're a young man and you come up here of a night time, Sarah will chase you away. Alright, there we go. That's Castlereagh Burial Ground, Sarah's grave and a few other things. Alright, so this is a little bit of gravel and dirt here. That'll take us up to Devlin's Road. You do have to watch yourself in here because there's a few good old boys who like to get in here in four-wheel drives, and as you can see, there's a lot of, well, there's rubbish dumped. There's always people in here doing reasonably dodgy things, which is a shame, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. There's not much you can do about it. I just don't think it's heavily policed enough up in here. There's another load of crap just there. Honestly, I came up here one day, and you often see burnt out cars up here, but there was a burnt out car. Look at the crap in there. There's just all shit dumped in there. There's a boat. Oh my god, what is wrong with people? Anyway, yeah, there's often burnt out cars and stuff up in here, and I came up in here one afternoon and there were 3 burnt out cars all in a row, and then it looked like a tipper truck had just gone along, driven down the middle of the road, up the tipper, and whatever was in the back of the truck, like it was all cardboard boxes and it looked like industrial waste and stuff. From where the burnt out cars were, right around here, right around the corner. Never know who's coming around here. And there you go, there's a burnt out truck. Which and a pile of crap in front of it, but there you go, there's a burnt out truck and a pile of crap in front of it, wrapped up in a tarp. Honestly, you got to wonder about people, don't you? Jesus. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, this tipper truck had just upped its tipper and just dumped this whole lot of shit down the middle of the road. It would have had to have been a tipper truck. There was so much of it. It went like all the way down here, and the road was just like covered in, like it looked like medical waste or something. I don't know. It was it's hard to work it out. It probably wasn't medical waste, to be honest, but it looked like it had like blue sheets and stuff in it that looked like they were from hospital beds. Anyway, and of course there's been a fire through here recently. They haven't graded it for a while, that's obvious. But yeah, anyway, so this is pretty recent fire, I'd say. Oh, they're starting to grow back. Trees have got green leaves on them again. God, that's rugged as. It's not normally that bad. Anyway, that's just a little diversion there. You've got to watch it coming up here as well, because they fly around that corner not thinking anything will be coming down the dirt road. And of course all the bogans get up here and do their donuts and stuff, skids, which is good. Honestly, that's a fire trail down in there, which is mighty fun, but I'm not going to take this bike down there. I used to go down there on my mountain bike. Anyway, so this is Nut Road. And this is all nature reserve and stuff in here now. So yeah, you know, it's good to be able to just sort of leave home and in 15-20 minutes you're surrounded by bush, you could be anywhere, so if you use your imagination, you know, I'm 500 miles from home. Not quite. There's often people on motorbikes and dirt bikes and stuff riding down in there. Yeah, there's there's a bunch of them. They're probably too far away for the camera to pick up. There's a dad and a kid on his bike. Anyway, they're always in there. That's actually there's a big factory up in there at the end of that dirt road. It's a mineral mining operation. I think they take the sand out of there, the mineral sand. This person's either lost or just very conscientious, i.e. slow. So this is Londonderry, where I sometimes stop on my way out of a morning if I'm heading up this way and get fuel there. There's a 1290 Adventure sitting there, that's alright. There's a couple of good old boys on their dirt bikes, which may or may not be registered. Yeah, nah. They're just riding from their farm, I'd say. No lights, shorts and a t-shirt, good as gold. Yeah, so this is called the Driftway. Was out riding down through here one day. That's the Blue Mountain straight in front of us, which you may or may not be able to see. Yeah, I was riding down here one day again, out early in the morning, and I think a guy was on his way home from a big night out, and he just was coming towards me, careered across the road and into one of these houses here. I was counting me lucky stars that day. It was before I was making videos and motovlogging, so it would have made for an interesting video, I'm sure. Yeah, so this is Castlereagh Road here. And we'll go out down here past all the market gardens and stuff where they grow fresh produce. Not sure what that is in there. It's got flowers on it. Oh, the real crop could be there over the back. I'm not sure. It looks like lettuce or something. So yeah, all along here there's sort of farms and market gardens and that sort of stuff. And then once you get out to Wilberforce, they grow turf as well. So been like it for a very long time. Alright, and this, missed it good. There's a little metal plate there in the road that I try and miss every time I come around that corner. It's the small things. Yeah, so this is Richmond is directly behind me there. This is North Richmond, which I've ridden across probably in my videos a few times, because this is the start of Bell's Line of Road. Yeah, that's a beautiful river. People down there paddling. Very good. Oh, they're fishermen, that's good. This now is Bell's Line of Road. KTM adventure. Thank you for visiting North Richmond. Alright, cool. There's the big man having a stroll. I like the way that a lot of the time real proper adventure riders on proper adventure bikes give me a nod because they think I'm an adventure rider. Maybe it's the helmet, I don't know. But jacaranda trees have been out and been absolutely beautiful. I think they're probably just finishing now, but they're all starting to drop their purple flowers. Yeah, so this is Comleroy Road once again. My famous road, Comleroy Road, or my favourite road, Comleroy Road, because it leads up to Wollamai National Park and Weenie Creek and stuff, and the campground, which is all closed because of the fires we've had recently. I think it's still closed today, I'm not sure, but it probably is. Oh good, that real slow guy up in front didn't, oh, pardon me, turn off. Have you seen me? Yes you have, good. I'm pleased you saw me. Now this house here on the right hand side with the for sale sign has been for sale for a very long time. I think because it's probably too close to Bell's line of road and stuff, and it's very, very steep down there, so that's probably got something to do with it as well. But oh geez, I'd go and offer them my 20 cents to live there, I think, even though it's the block is like a cliff. But that wouldn't bother me none, because I'm not trying to grow anything or do anything spectacular. I just want to live up here. So yeah, I'd probably put up with that to live there. 20 cents is about all I've got to offer them. Anyway, yeah, so this is Conroy Road, which I just love to ride, and I'm not going to explain it because I'm sure you can probably see why. If you ride, you'll understand. Place there is for sale as well. That'd be easy to take. So there's a little place just here on the right hand side, which I'll stop in and show you the view, if you can see it at all today. Don't know if you can. Here come some kids on push bikes. I'll try not to run them over. G'day boys. Yeah, so that's a little view all the way back into Sydney in there. I'm sure I've taken photos up here before, but I'll dig one out and put one in if I can on a nicer day. I'm not going to bother today because it's hazy and overcast and horrible, so won't do that. But anyway, yeah, so that's how far we've come up from down in there, just that little way up Conroy Road. All right, keep going. I do like that corner. Community Hall, very nice. How lucky am I to have this as my local loop, my local ride that I can do. I reckon I'm extremely fortunate to be able to do this, just, you know, when I've got a couple of hours free, because it doesn't take a couple of hours, but very, very nice indeed. Now that house up there on the hill, I'd give them my 20 cents for that one as well, I think. It's got LED light windows in, it's shingle roof. Oh, geez, sign me up. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so this is now turns into Blaxland Ridge Road, and Conroy Road goes off down there. And that goes onto the dirt through the National Park and eventually turns back out at the muddy road up at Colo Heights where all the fires are at the moment. Oh right, this is actually Blaxland Ridge now, this is the start of it now. Very beautiful house there too. I just think it'd be so good living up here, you know, in the winter with the fire burning and stuff, and yeah, it'd be pretty good. That's a tiny little school there. Honestly, that classroom would have fit 5 kids in it, because that's probably all the kids that are up here. That's pretty special in there too. Maybe that's, can't see it, it's a shame, but well, that one fell down. There's a house back there that's just made out of cedar, that red cedar. And you'd think, not sure how that goes with bushfires and stuff, but anyway, yeah, it's a beautiful red cedar house. That place is for sale just there too. I can't afford any of these houses along here. Maybe one day. You never know what might happen in your life. But I just love cruising along here on a Sunday afternoon, looking at the houses and, you know, the horses and stuff, and just taking it pretty easy. There's another one for sale there. Kicking back on the bike and riding along, having a nice time. Another one for sale. Yeah, that'd be good. just basically enjoying myself and chilling out, just taking it easy, you know. I'm in no hurry, and there's got to be a dirt bike running around in there somewhere with all that dust. Yeah, and just enjoying myself. It's a really nice thing to do. Now there's a trail off in there to the left that I'm not sure is a driveway or a fire trail. I think there's a gate just in there that you can't get through, but there's a fire trail down in there which is gated off, which you can't get in. And yeah, there's another one just there which doesn't have any signs or a letterbox or anything on, so one of these days I might have to come up here and just ride up that and see what's at the end of it. It probably only goes 50 metres, but you know, you've got to know. You always got to know. So yeah, I've kind of been wanting to record or film this ride through here for a while, because I wanted to show you what my local ride is like. Another fire trail just in there which you can't get in. Oh, you can go around that gate, but you know, if it's gated off, don't do it. Yeah, so I wanted to show this road for a while. So this is the Putty Road now, off to Singleton to the left, and back to Windsor to the right. You can't get up the Putty Road at the moment. She's closed up at Colo Heights, which is probably 20 or 30 k's from here, if I can remember correctly. So yeah, this is the Putty Road. Every motorcyclist dream this ride. This is the real lower section of it here as we come into Windsor, but up before Singleton, it's gorgeous. And it's 100 kilometres an hour just here too, which is good. Alright, sorry for the weird cut. GoPro battery went flat again. We're just at the top of the... Oh, hello Mr. Policeman. In your flash car. Whatever that was. Or a Chrysler 300, whatever they're called. Anyway, beside the point. Yeah, so GoPro battery went flat as I thought it would. So we're just at the top of the overtaking lane. Yeah, Kermond Road. So that's the other end of Kermond Road. So that was the road that we went past when we were going up Bell's Line of Road that turned off to the right. It comes out there. So you can sort of get an idea now of the loop that we've done up around the ridges and now back down and into back into Wilberforce. Also out here at Wilberforce there is a place called Australian Pioneer Village, Australiana Pioneer Village I think it's called. I'll show you the turn off to it when we go to it, but it's basically, somebody had the brilliant idea to go around and pick up, literally, all the very old historical houses before they could get pulled down, and put them in this one place called Australian Pioneer Village. I used to go there when I was a kid with my parents, and I've taken my kids there, they just, like, my kids can't believe the way that people used to live back then with, you know, slab hut houses and stuff. And Jesus, it must have been cold in the winter. Oh yeah, there it is up there, Australian Pioneer Village, just up that way it is. You basically go in through the car park of the pub and it's over the back in there. But it's a really awesome place to go and see some Australiana heritage, or colonial heritage at least, and history and the way they used to do things. They've got a working blacksmith and all that sort of stuff, and you can go on a horse and cart ride. Yeah, that's one hell of a turf farm. Yeah, so it's a really, really good place to go. There's a lot of grass being grown in there. Then they go and dig it all up and put it in people's houses. I used to have, you know, really beautiful grass at home and manicured lawns and all that sort of stuff, and I'd water it a couple of times a week and fertilise it all the time. And I used to have these beautiful lush green lawns, but I don't sort of do it anymore. I kind of think, you know, the way things are with the environment and water resources and that sort of stuff, I just sort of think that pouring water into lawns is just a waste of a precious resource, and I don't do it anymore. Like if it rains, I'll run out and throw some fertiliser on it. So this is now Windsor, and this is the new bridge that they've built. There was a great big hullabaloo and to-do about building a new bridge here because the locals didn't want it because of the old bridge is apparently historical. I don't know what's historic about it, but it's a concrete and steel eyesore. But anyway, yeah, so this is the old bridge here, and just be careful looking at it here because there's cars coming the other way, but that's the new bridge over there. And this is the old bridge that we're on now. And I think it's those historic houses up there on the left that was the problem that they were upset about. And the fact that, oh, look at that. That looked like an an EJFC, I don't know, hold on. Where's this guy going to go? No, he's going around the corner. All right. That was an old Chevy ute. And that down there is the Jolly Frog, which I had in a previous video that burnt down, which they're now rebuilding. So we'll be able to go back to the Jolly Frog and have a beer. So this goes past Richmond RAF base. They're all the aeroplane landing lights. And I have been here along here a couple of times, and some massive, huge C-130 or huge troop carrier thing has come flying just over the road and landed. It's a pretty awesome sight. How nice is that? Very beautiful riding along here in the autumn when these big trees lose all their leaves. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, these trees are just gorgeous. Very, very nice here. Lovely and cool under them in the summer. Anyway, we're going to go this way. This guy gets out of the road. I wonder where he's going to go. He's going to go around the corner. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so this is back in Londonderry, where we came through before. Alright, well, we're basically back. This is the roundabout that we turned left at to go down to the cemetery and stuff, or the burial ground. So from here on in, it's territory we've already covered. So, I will end this video. Oh, scrape my foot on the ground. I will end this video here. So that is my local loop. That's that fire that was on the news when all the big fires were around. It burnt right up the road there. Anyway, I will end this video here. So that is my local loop that I do when I've got, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours to spare. I've probably been out for about an hour and 40 minutes now. It's just a really lovely little ride to do when I've got a little bit of time, just to get out and relax on the bike and have a nice time out for a little while and get away from everything. So there it is, that's my local loop. So thank you very much for coming along. If you ride safe, and I will see you on the next one. Alright, goodbye.